Good morning, Cypress Village residents, and welcome to Virtual Coffee Chat. Thank you for tuning in today. We are glad to see everybody this Friday morning, August 25th. Can't believe it's getting close to September already, and fall is right around the corner. As long as those hurricanes stay out in the ocean and far away from us, I'm very happy about that. Again, thanks for tuning in today. We have a lot of content that Katie put together along with the directors. So please sit back, grab your cup of coffee, and enjoy the information. I'll see you before the end. Bye-bye.
Good morning, Cypress Village. It's Dawn Epstein, again, the director here at IHS, Cypress Village's own home care agency. So yes, of course, we are always here to help you with your personal care needs. However, I want to remind you that we're much more than just a home care agency. We have a lot of concierge services that are aimed at making your life easier, just keeping you happy, healthy, and injury-free. So if you want more information about our fall prevention program, please reach out to us. We also have shopping, errands. We can provide transportation services. We have birthday packages that we can custom make to your specifications for a loved one or a friend, that we can surprise them and have a little birthday celebration for them. We have a lot of services aimed at really just improving the quality of life of our residents and keeping us injury-free. So feel free to reach out to us. I want to just let you guys know we also have pet services, and recently I've been working with the healthcare center. So if you have a loved one over in the healthcare center or in the rehab who is missing their beloved, their pet, their extended furry family member, we can go and bring their pets over to visit them, and it helps improve their overall quality, and it improves their healing process. So we are allowed to do that now as well. So if you have any questions or any needs, please feel free to reach out to me. As always, we are here for you. Have a great weekend.
Well, hello there, villagers. For those of you who don't know, my name is Josh. I am your substitute teacher for Mr. Dave Green. We have just a few quick bases we want to touch here. The Greens has just started. We don't have an exact date of when they'll be finishing due to weather delays, but the heavy equipment should be off property by Friday the 25th. So the loud noise should be done by Friday the 25th. We've been getting a couple of calls about the noise early in the morning from Three Amigos. Due to the heat, they have to start earlier because it's hot out. So they'll start around 7:30 every morning until the weather cools down a little. So we had some issues over in the A towers with hot water. The hot water heater for the A towers will be replaced. That'll be Friday the 25th as well. So that shouldn't be a problem going into next week. So we have a new project that we're doing with the AC filters. Everyone in the towers will get AC filters replaced. We're starting at the top and working our way down. So every floor will get AC filters. There's no need to call for it. We have a schedule already, and we're going floor by floor, tower by tower. We have an update with your termite bonds. It will be a $35 bill, or a $35 attached to your bill for the month of August. That is for a termite bond. It will be for the equity homes only. So if you have any questions about that, you can get more information in your newsletter. You can also call 6124, and I'll be happy to give you updates. Thank you.
Good morning, Cypress Village. Welcome to another edition of Coffee Chat. Just got a couple of things for you all. I'll make it short, sweet, and simple today. First thing I want to remind everyone is that in the trash rooms, please only trash in boxes. The trash goes down the chute. The boxes are left in the room unless they're tiny and you can throw them down the chute. But anything else, folded, breaking down if possible, and left in the trash room, and my team will come around and pick it up. What I don't want there is any furniture, any chairs, any anything else that's not trash or empty boxes, please. Everything else needs to be removed out of the building a different way, whether it's the movers or anything like that. Call me if you have any questions or concerns and don't know what to do with an item. I'll be glad to answer that question for you. Also for the villas, I want to remind everyone that some months do have 5 weeks in them, and that 5th week we are not cleaning the villas because we clean the villas twice a month. Some of you have once a month, some of you have twice a month. So with that 5th week out of the month, unfortunately, we skip it, so that way we make it fair for everyone, and we do it twice a month, not every other week. I think the confusion is between every other week or twice a month. So please remember that if the month has 5 weeks, that week we're skipping, and we'll be resuming again the following month. For my word of the week, I want to kind of like 2 words together almost, but it's going to be classroom, and it's going to be in Spanish, Salon de clases. Classroom, Salon de clases. Again, hidden agenda behind that. Coming soon. We're going to talk about it a little more. Thank you all. See you around the village. Have a great weekend.
Hi, this is Marianne Chadwick with Silver Salons. I'm the regional manager. It's so great to have been here for the last couple of months. The salon in the lower level is now open Tuesday through Friday from 9 until 4. We have a grand opening event coming up soon, September 11th from 2 to 4:30 in the Veterans Hall, and we look forward to seeing you there. Have a great day.
Good morning, villagers. Lisa Drew, your CLS director, coming to you on a beautiful Friday in August. I have a few things to talk to you about. One is sign-ups. So we are almost at the end of the month, which means that your new calendar packets will be going out next week. Thursday evening, they will be delivered. In there will be a sign-up sheet. I want to remind everybody you can only sign yourself, and anybody in your household, whether that's a spouse or a significant other, a parent or a child, but you must only submit a sign-up sheet for yourself. You can't sign up friends. So please keep that in mind. If you have some friends who want to do an activity or an outing together, each of you should fill out a sign-up sheet and indicate on there that you want to go with so-and-so. Put that as your first choice, and we will make every effort to accommodate that for you. Also remember, sign-up sheets go in the big white bin outside of our office. It looks a little bit like a mailbox, and it does say put sign-up sheets in here. Put your sign-up sheets in there. Anywhere else, we won't get them, and then you won't be able to get what you thought you signed up for. So if you have any questions, of course, you can always call us 807-6224. And that's area code 904, because soon we're going to have to start dialing the area code here. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is CPR. We had several people indicate that they would like to take a class to become CPR certified. We've reached out to the Red Cross, and they saved us a spot. We did send out all the information with a sign-up sheet. We do have to have a minimum of 8 people in order for them to come out and do the class. As of yesterday, nobody has signed up. So if you are serious about taking a CPR certified class, you have to let us know by the end of next week, or we're going to lose our space with the Red Cross. So if you want to do that, let us know. You can call us, come by the office. There is a sign-up sheet outside of our office if you come by and we're not there. The other thing I want to talk to you about is we have had some interest in a stand-up yoga class. Doesn't mean you're standing the whole class. It's just not a chair yoga. There is a spot for us to do that at 8 o'clock Tuesday and Thursday morning. We did send out a text survey to see if you would be interested. So if you think you'd be willing and able to come to an 8 o'clock, more of an advanced yoga class on Tuesdays and Thursdays, let us know and we will get that set up for you. As I said, next week, calendar packets are going out. On your save the date, we've got the Fall Festival coming up next month on the 28th of September. So make sure you read your calendar and your newsletter. We put a lot of information in there that you are going to want to know. Q4 is upon us and there's going to be a lot to do. So have a great weekend. I'll see you around the village.
Hello everybody, it's Hector Gonzalez reporting live from Ty Morgan's office. I don't have too many updates this week, but I got a couple. I don't want to be too vague about breakfast, but I'm really trying to assemble a date for breakfast sometime early September. I got a couple cooks out with COVID now. Quite honestly, I'm a little nervous in the department because I've got 4 or 5 people out now with it. I hope it's not resurging, but I want to be cautious. I don't want to put a date out there and then have to come back and say I can't do it. So I'm going to err on the side of caution. I will have a date out hopefully by next week. I'm just really trying to piece it together. Without the support to execute breakfast, I don't want it to be sloppy. Loon's Nest buffet goes away next week. We've been working on this for some time, trying to eliminate the buffet completely. I think it's time. Again, we will not have the buffet on Wednesdays and Thursdays anymore. We will bring it back occasionally for kind of like a throwback type thing. That's the plan so far. So we'll just be doing menu service, pretty much lunch and dinner. It's a point that, quite frankly, we're very proud that we're getting to this point. I think it's going to improve the service levels in there with the repetitiveness of service. So again, big step for us in dining. I'm proud of the team. Join us September 1st for Coffee Chat. We'll be serving mimosas, little egg bites, along with the favorite cinnamon rolls as well. So come and join us for a Coffee Chat in Egert Hall. That's all I have from dining. Have a great weekend.
Hello, Cypress Village. This is Laurel Mindell, Director of Administrative Services. For starters, just a reminder that surveys and directories are still available at the concierge desk for pickup. 1 survey per person, 1 directory per household. We're going to hold a special event on September 1st. During Coffee Chat, we're going to have mimosas and a light breakfast spread. So we encourage everyone who hasn't completed their surveys yet to either bring completed versions with them or come pick them up if you haven't picked them up yet. And we'll pass that out at Coffee Chat while enjoying some delicious morning treats. So please put that on your calendar for those of you who have not picked up or completed your survey yet. Surveys need to be returned in the prepaid envelope that has been provided by September 8th. So we're about halfway through by the time we get to September 1st. Another item of business regarding the community text messages. So it's been brought to my attention that some residents would like to opt out of the activities, for example, or any other types of announcements and rather just stick to administrative announcements or vice versa. So we aren't there yet. Right now, unfortunately, if you opt out of that text message, you will opt out of all updates, no matter who or which department they're coming from. So I kindly ask, while we're finishing out hurricane season, that you bear with us for just a couple more months and opt into those messages while I work on separating the accounts. I will make a separate account for activities where the calls and the texts will come from the activities phone number. That way, if you do not want to get the daily updates, you can opt out of it and you will still get hurricane messages, water shut-off announcements, anything that would come from the administrative executive office. But in the meantime, for those of you, there are about 35 of you I saw that recently opted out. If you have opted out of the text messages, we cannot opt you back in. It's a legal issue. So you yourself would have to send a text message to our main number, 904-223-6100, and text the word UNSTOP, UNSTOP. So when you do that, you'll be opted back into the text messages. And like I said, if you could just bear with us through the remainder of hurricane season, that would make my heart feel better. And then I'll work on a solution, because I have heard from you that multiple text messages a day some of you don't want them, and that's perfectly fine. Breakfast, brews, and Cypress Village news. So while Katie was on maternity leave and I took a week off, we did an in-person coffee chat with directors in person, all there chatting and mingling with residents. And there were a handful of those folks who said, I really like this and kind of miss having the directors all there to speak with. And to be honest, it's a lot of work producing coffee chat, so it'd also be nice to give Katie a break from all the editing and producing. So moving forward, starting the last Friday of September, the last Friday of every month will be an in-person only coffee chat. There will not be any virtual showings. If you want the village news, you need to come in person, and we'll have all the directors there from all the departments to sit and mingle with you, and then we'll do a nice breakfast spread. So we'll have like little brunch offerings, and we haven't fully decided what all is going to be involved in that yet, but I would like to see even an action station with an omelet station, things like that. So kind of, enhancing what we've already had for coffee chat. So that will be called Breakfast, Brew, and Village News. I think for those of you who read the newsletter, you would have seen that published there. We'll start that the last Friday of September. Now I'm putting my security hat on for a little bit. We had somebody upset that they called security to ask to have a tire changed, or sometimes people call and ask security if they can jump a battery. And while we have some folks on the security team who know how to do that and who I would trust to do that to my vehicle, that is actually not something that is in the security job description, training, not something that they come in equipped with. So I just want to put out there that while we have some people who have the heart to provide the service, they're more than willing to provide the service, we're not required to provide car maintenance and things like that. We'll try to connect you with someone who can, but I just recommend you all have an option B if no one in at the community, like a Robert Irwin or a Dave Green or security, if they're not on site to assist, we really don't feel comfortable having our guards out there playing with electricity or changing a tire. And then registration for parking, I wanted to make mention that if anyone needs to register their vehicle or if they lost their hanging placard, you can register your vehicle through security. You do not need anything more than to know what your vehicle looks like, what year it was made, and then your license plate number on the back. So if you have that information, you'll have everything you need to register your vehicle with Cypress Village. And then additionally, if you have any regular visitors or if you have hired help to come drive on site, please also have them register their vehicles. And when I say visitor, I mean someone who's going to be here regularly, paid or unpaid, that you want to make sure that they're registered with security in the event they're parking in the wrong spot or anything like that. So you don't have to register visitors, but I'm just putting it out there. And then our Google review contest, I'm so proud of all the residents who have been filling out their Google reviews. I've got quite a few of them. That's awesome. So I'm going to put a little demo here on how to do it. I have a few people that need help getting there. So we'll cut to that in just a minute. And then for our Alzheimer's update, I would like to congratulate you all on that as well. We have a community goal to raise $20,000 this year. We hit over 17 last year, so I think we could make it. And so far, as of today, we have raised $3,660, making us 18% of the way to our final goal. So fantastic work, everybody. And just so you know, this is our running start. A gift of any size, a pledge card of any size will get you that community shirt. And then next month, starting September 1st, you're going to have to donate a minimum of $100 to get a community shirt. So please get your pledge forms in. Copies are available at the business office and concierge, and even the pledge form itself will count, even if you don't have the payment yet. So please, please, please get those pledges and donations in. You're doing a great job. And share with your family and friends. That's all I have for you this week. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.
All right, I'm back, and I hope the information has been worth your time. I'm sure it has. I say that every coffee chat, but it's very important that the information that's going on around the village gets out and disseminated in the proper channels. So again, thank you for tuning in. I had just a few things I wanted to touch on, one of which is, actually two of which Hector had referenced. The breakfast offering that has been postponed due to Ahmad's absence is going to be returning. The date is a little bit to be determined, just based on a resurgence of COVID, which I'll talk about, unfortunately, here in a minute, but also just based on a few details that need to be buttoned up. So I hope a lot of residents are excited about that. I know we had a pretty core group of residents that really enjoyed that camaraderie, that socialization. I can tell you, without getting too in depth, there will be more of an a la carte option. It's not going to be a flat rate for whatever you eat. It's going to be in the Loon's Nest. I do know that. I'm not trying to take too much of Hector's thunder, but just wanted to make sure that the residents are really excited about that, because I know it was very important to many via emails, letters, conversations we've had. So very excited about that. Big win, big plus. Remember that as you're filling out your resident surveys. Excuse me, kidding. The next item I did want to touch on was the cypress greens. Everybody can see the big tractor, bulldozers. I don't know the names of all those equipment items out there, but they are fast and furious out there. We're looking at roughly 8 weeks of work before residents can contemplate utilizing the croquet court and putting green again. But we are very excited that that is phase one of the greens complex. Phase two, we are going to propose for next year. I don't want to divulge too much information at this point, but we really want that to be a exceptional area for residents to not only have a good time, get some exercise, play a little croquet and putting, but also socialize and really enjoy time together. So more to come on phase two, but phase one has broken ground, so we're excited about that. Parking, I have heard probably 90% very positive feedback from the residents. I can tell you I've seen the improvement every morning coming in. So I do want to say that we are making progress, and that at least 90% of the residents I'm talking to have been very pleased with it. Remember that this is a fluid project. Everything that we're doing now is not 100% set in stone. However, I think the foundation that Laurel, Scott, in conjunction with the parking committee and RAC, have done a very good job out of the gates. So let's just see how things continue to materialize. We will get updated signage out there as well. That takes a little time to produce. But again, I think we are on the right track, and I am very confident, based on the existing results, that we are going to have a better end result. Last but not least, I was hoping I would never have to bring up COVID-19 again on Coffee Chat. There is a resurgence throughout the state, different pockets throughout the country. I don't have numbers, so I'm unequipped to brief you on numbers at this point, but we do have at least a handful of residents and employees that have tested positive and are quarantining. We are following CDC guidelines. If anybody has any questions, they can look or refer to the CDC for those. But again, it really puts us at an operational handicap, and it's unfortunate, but we will get through it again. We will do the best we can to service our residents. You have my commitment and the entire staff's commitment on that. So more to come. I don't want to belabor that, and I'm going to actually transition to some positive news, and that's birthdays. So let's look at our birthday list out there in the village. And we have 3 birthday residents out there on the 25th today. We've got Miss Shirley Churchill, Will Rogers, and Tom Bryce. Happy birthday to you 3. Tomorrow, the 26th, we've got Miss Nancy Sweely, Marianne Kapke, and Nancy Strickler. Happy birthday to you 3 ladies. On the 27th, we've got Miss Mary Fisher and Joanne Waits. Happy birthday, ladies. The 28th, we've got 3. We've got Mr. Sid Balsbaugh. Sid, happy birthday. Mr. Bob Maxwell. Bob, happy birthday to you. And Patricia Sensor. Patricia, happy birthday to you as well. On the 29th, we've got 3. We've got Mr. Bob Smoot. Bob, happy birthday. Lee Wintrode and Gina Peroni. Gina, happy birthday, and Lee. On the 30th, we've got Mr. Jerry Guadagno. Jerry, happy birthday, and John Roberts. We're going to wrap it up on the 31st with 2 birthday gals, and that's Miss Sarah Watkins and Ann Allen. So, residents, that is going to conclude another episode of Virtual Coffee Chat. Appreciate everybody tuning in. Have a great Friday, great weekend, and God bless to everybody. Take care.